Hey, what's up, people? Back at you again this morning with another Moralities Moment. It's part two in my vid series entitled Be Careful of the Company You Keep. This morning's note is those who have people in their lives that are not healthy for them risk not fulfilling their purpose in life. These unhealthy people often knowingly or unknowingly do and say things that can slow down your development, make you feel bad about the progress that you're making, or look down on the changes in your life. This can lead to you adopting thought patterns and behaviors that these naysayers feel more comfortable with. Okay, here we go. How many of you know or have known that you've had some people in your life that were just not good for you or your circumstances or what you're trying to do? Previous vids I've made reference to that everybody's not designed to go where you're going. Sometimes you're gonna have to do some spring cleaning, as we say. You're gonna have to get rid of some relationships. You're gonna have to get rid of some habits and things, in order to lighten your load to where you want to go. But a couple of things that stick out in this morning's note is the fact that risk not fulfilling their purpose in life. Bad people, toxic relationships, toxic people in your life may cause you to not fulfill your purpose. You know how always around negative people, they ain't doing nothing and they ain't really talking about nothing, always got something negative to say or whatnot. And before long, you find yourself not doing nothing, they ain't got nothing good to say, always got negative stuff to say about people, things, and places. You see how quick goes back to my previous vid about being careful about about adapting other people's negative attitudes and thoughts. Some people just are not good for you and good for your journey. We have to come to grips with that. It's not that you don't love them, it's not that you hate them or anything, but sometimes you just have to make a decision, be honest and be direct. Like, look, this relationship is not getting me nowhere. This association is not pushing me towards where I want to be. Matter of fact, it's holding me up from where I know I need to be. It's sad, and I've seen it a whole lot where people get positions or be put in places and their character is not befitting of that place or that position. Why? Because they don't want to let go of certain relationships. Prime example would be, say somebody, got a lot of friends or whatever that sell drugs or whatever. And I don't knock people, even though I don't agree with it. People play the hand that they're given. But here's the thing. If I'm a man of God, how would it look for me to hang around drug dealers? If I'm not trying to save them, I'm just hanging around them. What? That make it seem like I'm okay with what they're doing, or better yet, that I'm involved in what they're doing altogether. That relationship is toxic to where I'm trying to go. It's not a good relationship for where I am in life. So sometimes I know you grow up with people, you go through life with people, but you have to get in life to a point where you realize that this relationship benefit me or and helping me get to where I want to be. Again, not that you dislike people, or not that you hate people or think you better than anyone, but sometimes you have to. I heard someone say once before, if you're the biggest fish in your tank, it's time for you to switch tanks. Because if you a big fish hanging around little fish, you're gonna adopt the little fish mentality. So you're gonna always be stuck in that little fish mindset. Same premise in life. If you got big plans, big dreams, then you got to get around people that got big plans and big dreams as well. Because hanging around people that ain't trying to do nothing or ain't trying to go nowhere, you run the risk of not fulfilling your purpose in life or fulfilling the things that you want to fulfill in your own life. Another point real quick. These people that are toxic, these naysayers, say things that can slow down your development, make you feel bad about your progress that you're making, or looking down on the changes in your life. Yeah, I know you may know some people that always got something to say about what you're doing. They ain't never got nothing negative, positive to say. Always you come to them with an ideal, and they was like, well, I don't know, you better rethink that. But remember the story of Joseph in the Bible, where he went to his brother with his dream, and he told his brothers, like, look, I had a dream where you guys were serving me. And that ticked his brothers off. They was like, huh, you the little brother. How are we gonna serve you? Paraphrasing the story. But then, they came up with a scheme to get rid of Joseph. And they took him out he went out in the field one day. The father sent him out to feed the brothers while they were out in the field working, and they conjured up this plan to get rid of it or make it look like Joseph was dead, like something like a wild animal had killed him or whatever. Joseph was sold off into slavery. Read the story about it. Joseph went into another land, was thrown in jail, accused of a lot of different things, but in the end, he was put in a position of authority. And later on in life, it was famine in the land, and his brothers had to come to the land where he was in charge, and they recognized him, But the thing, my point in the story of Joseph, be careful who you tell your dreams to. Again, just being careful of the company you keep. Because you might be in the midst of a whole bunch of dream killers. You go to them with your ideas, your plans, and they coming up with a scheme and thwart your ideas or plan. One, because they know if you change, then that's going to cause them to have to take some serious look at their life as well, or you might leave them behind. So they're going to come up with reasons and negative thoughts or plans or ideas as to why you shouldn't do that, because that means that if you change, they have to change as well. So be careful about who you tell your dreams to, because everybody ain't going to be happy about the changes you make in your life. And then finally, again, going back to adopting thoughts and patterns and behaviors that the naysayers feel are more comfortable. See, they'll talk you out of doing something good for yourself, and now you done adopted their thought process or their ideal in the situation. Why? Because they really don't want you to advance yourself in life. They want you to stay where they at, so they don't have to really make any changes because they comfortable in where they at. So with all that being said, be careful about the company you keep. Be careful about who you sharing your hopes and dreams with, because everybody ain't gonna be happy about your hopes and dreams, and they might just be a dream killer. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this morning's morality moment. Peace, and I'm out.